Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music, and I'm at the piano today because it's Handel's birthday. George Frederick Handel, a German-born but largely British, his success came in London, composer of the Baroque period, born 1685, the same year as Bach, and died 1759. Well, it's a great chance to think about polyphony and colonialism. Let's listen to first page or so of one of the keyboard suite pieces, and we'll talk about what polyphony means in this context. Starts off with a little theme. And do you hear how the left hand answered the right, or left hand answered the right? Listen again. The right hand says, and the left hand answers. So again and again, there's a little call and response. And it's kind of characteristic of the Baroque period and of polyphony. Polyphony means many voices. Well, I do love Baroque music, and when I practice piano, it's the thing that I practice the most. You've probably heard about fugues. A fugue is an excellent example of polyphony where a subject, a basic melodic motif, is answered and sort of harmonized by separate and disparate melodies at very specific key levels. It's pretty formulaic. The keyboard suites from Handel and the water music suites, the sort of orchestral suites from Handel, have a dance structure. They're almost all binary. That is to say, they have two parts. There's a second page of this, which I don't think we'll bother to play right now. And they have this kind of quality, which I just would say draws directly from dance rhythms of the period. Well, listen, Handel was really the first modern composer in one sense. He made his living not from princes and dukes and queens, although he did get stipends from them, from having done pieces of music. For instance, I think the water music was written specifically for, the current king at the time. Who was it? Was it George the First? I don't remember, sorry. And yet, later on in his life, his works became, I guess you would just say, secularly popular. He made a ton of money and actually lived a good long time, and he's buried in Westminster. So, kind of famous there in London, despite being a German-born and naturalized British citizen. But here's the thing that troubles me. The money that Handel made, he invested, and I guess for the time probably thought was investing wisely, but he invested in the Royal African Company, founded in 1660. It was a company devoted to trading in West Africa, collecting people, enslaving them, shipping them to the Americas, and forcing them to work growing tobacco, cotton, sugar. Mostly it was tobacco and sugar at that time. The tobacco, rum, slave trade circle. One of my problems as a composer and as a music historian and theorist is reconciling my affection for music like this with the shameful practices of the individuals involved and of the cultures that they came up out of. Like and subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Meanwhile, I'll see you next time.